Some video games are marketed as educational. They often focus on school subjects like arithmetic, spelling, or history. But children can learn from entertainment-focused games as well. The two big questions are, what are they learning, and how can video games teach them things that they can use in the real world? In general, there are 4 areas of learning that we should look at: content, technical skills, social skills, and self-esteem. Sometimes what children learn from the content of a game goes well beyond what's in the game itself. Dr. Attila Geronilou is a child and adolescent psychiatrist who uses video games in his work with children.
The video game can foster an interest in a particular area, and a child, after playing a particular game, can go on to read about it. And I see that happening in my practice often.
In fact, that's what happened to my son, who's now a college student. His interests in international politics and history were triggered by playing video games with those themes when he was a young teenager. There are some technical skills that game players learn, especially if they play complex games with sophisticated graphics. These include better visual spatial skills and improved hand-eye coordination. This can be especially helpful to girls at this age, who on average tend to be behind boys on certain skills such as calculating the trajectory of a thrown ball or imagining what a 3-dimensional object would look like from different angles. These games also help with learning to plan and to create strategies. But all of that comes from the content of the games. What about the context, the nature of video game play itself?
Oftentimes what I hear from kids when they talk about video games is that who they play it with, and they talk about the game when they are together, what they have accomplished, what are the hints and tips of the secrets of the game. The child learns to negotiate a win or a loss.
Maybe next time what I'll do is just...
Dr. Richard Falzone, who's also a child and adolescent psychiatrist, sees the same thing.
For kids that may be a little shy or socially awkward, having a shared experience or knowledge of video games can really provide them an avenue in socially.
In our research, children told us that they were motivated to play video games by the challenge of figuring the game out, by learning new things, and by the chance to express their creativity by creating their own world or their own characters.
The sense of mastery is so important in child development, adolescent development, and these games are not initially rewarding. If you see the amount of work that kids have to put into learning these skills.
Aim down your sights, Vasily. You will be much more accurate that way.
It's great training for tolerating frustration and for perseverance and persistence.
When I'm buying a video game for my child, there are 3 things that I keep in mind. The first one is the content. It should be something that my child will enjoy playing, and would help if I enjoy playing that too, so that we could play together. The second thing is that it should have a multiplayer option so that my child and I can play together, or my child could play with other kids. And the third thing is the gamer designer content, so that my child can design a world or characters and immerse them into the video game.
Oh, I think I got it. I'm Dr. Cheryl Olson.